What made you come to say to me, let's start a podcast? What was the idea? What was the vision behind that?
Tell people to talk what you feel, to share. Some people listen to you, and they do. Some they respond, others they don't respond. But the message is going out there. The person who have created this internet, YouTube, Google, this social media network, it's a game changer. It has both good and evil. There is nothing it doesn't have both. Everything in life, everybody's in mind. They have two things, good and evil.
I wanted to go what you were saying because it's powerful. So, even through your change, and we can go in and talk about communication and everything else that we're doing and that you're doing in your life, because this is a very powerful topic. So it's like you learned this information, this powerful information, about Neville Goddard and the power of the mind and how powerful it is. And subconsciously, from what I'm thinking and from what you've been telling me, it's like maybe it didn't even come to you to be a motivational speaker at that time. You were listening and kept listening to it. You can correct me later. You kept listening and kept listening to it. But there was an inner desire into you to, I need to share this information. Like, I want to share this with so many people, right? But you didn't have a platform to do it. Of course, you talk with your friends and family, but you didn't have a platform for you to be able to share this information. So you were becoming this person that you were hearing. You were becoming your environment in a way because of the burning desire to share this information. So that led to a bridge of incidents for you to say, hey, Yves, let's start a podcast. So then that led my mind, which aligned with yours at the time, even though maybe my mind was somewhere different, to now start a podcast, which is a media company. Then you use the platform to start to share, naturally in an interview and by yourself, to start to share what you were learning. Because as you were learning, you had a desire in you, a burning desire to teach. I need to teach this information because it's changed my life. This is powerful. I'm powerful. I don't have to go by the life of what other people think of me, or maybe I'm not good enough. I'm 50 years old, but this has changed me. Even with my family, I don't argue with my wife. I don't get into things because of the power of mind. So you kept sharing this information. So you now have become this speaker. You've become a speaker. So then it led to you then thinking, okay, I'm on this camera and I'm seeing the results it's done. I'm seeing people talk to me. I'm seeing myself in these guys I used to listen to. And so then that led to, no, I want to delve into this further. I want to be getting paid to speak to thousands of people. So just before you now into that stage, you have a whole catalog through this media company. So now when people say, who is Aloys Rubasha, they can go in and see thousands and hundreds of videos. We have 600 videos on this podcast of Aloys Rubasha doing exactly who he is.
Yes.
So you see how it led from here to here, the burning desire to teach. The burning desire to teach said, wait, I can do this for a living. I could be a speaker. It doesn't matter. How old am I? If I'm a God and I have the presence of the power of God in me, it doesn't matter my past. It doesn't matter whatever. At this age, it doesn't even matter my English. So now not only am I teaching what I'm learning from these guys, but I have become my own version because I have different qualities than Neville Goddard. I have a sense of humor. I am Aloys Rubasha, who is unique. So it's so interesting to see how subconsciously, without even you knowing, you learned, you planned through a bridge of incidents. And I had a talent into maybe this content creation part where those aligned. And now you have become a world motivational speaker.
Hey guys, I know you're enjoying this video, but please take the time, hit the link in the description and sign up to Aloys Rubasha's new screen. You can sign up either monthly or for the year to really invest in yourself, to really cultivate your mindset, cultivate the power of who you truly are. It is all about the knowledge and power that you have with it. And it is the application of the knowledge that is going to take you far in life. This is an investment that is infinite, that has infinite amount of supply, because coming to Aloys Rubasha's teachings, experiencing the word of God. And what is the word of God? It's about empowering yourself. That is what we're putting here for you. We're cultivating a community of like-minded individuals, for people who want to grow, for people who want to continue to cultivate that mindset of, I can do anything I put my mind to. I can go out and work on my health, work on my happiness. Nothing outside of me is going to make me happy. I can work on my love and my beauty because I have everything. I am an amazing person. You are too. So hit the link in the description. It's going to take you to sign up for your Uscreen membership today.
That is now the connection of mind. So the connection of mind, as you say nicely, when you say we do like a podcast, I didn't know it was going to take us to send this message. You see, but because always is in my mind, it was just keep building up. So that is how it built. You see, everything's still in your mind. It had to come. It had to happen. So if it disappears from your mind, so it doesn't happen. But you see, it keep coming. It keep coming.
What kept coming?
So your mind say you are a motivational speaker. So the reason is that you never always a day can pass without listening your motivational speaker, without listening Neville Goddard or Reverend Ike. So that is mean it's in your mind.
But
yeah. So what I'm saying, you can't even listen in anything else. No. It's in your mind. You are going like eating. You see, people eat without thinking, but they have to eat. So now, if you have something burning desire, you have to listen it without doing anything else. The way you eat is the way you listen. So now, to keep listening, it was a learning. It was in your mind. I will not go to do anything else. Go for walk, you have to listen to him. Go for work, you have to listen to him. Consistent without stopping.
But was it a burning desire to teach what you learned, or was it a burning desire to be a motivational speaker? What came first?
So what to teach?
To teach.
So
yes. It's like, I need to get this information.
I want to get this information. Because also, you remember, you need to acquire more information. You are scared you can't teach, first of all.
You were scared?
Yes, you are scared. Now, when you are scared, is why now you keep listening. So you keep listening. So now, the more you listen, the more now start to remember what you have heard from them saying. Otherwise, if you hear something for first time and you go, you're not going to remember again.
Can't retain it.
Yeah, so you have to go again, the third time again, and now the process now, even you start writing them down. See, you start writing them down. You start listening, or let me write them down. See, you don't know you are learning. See, that thing say you're not qualified, but to listen every day, some things you are never doing before, that is learning. That is the process of learning. See, it's the same everything you do. You keep walking, you go for your training for soccer. You keep learning, you keep training. Every person does something. That is the process. You see some things you want to do, and you see it everywhere. You watch news, presenter TV, you want to be like that person. You keep listening that television. So the process is the same.
So
because there's something you can become, always go to stay with you in your mind every day.
So what made you come to say to me, let's start a podcast? What was the idea? What was the vision behind that? What made you?
So that was part of like a business or something new you can do. Let's do podcasts. Like, because also I was learning marketing with social media marketing.
Okay.
So now that's where social media marketing comes. Oh, maybe even if to podcast, it could be much easier. And then also because I was listening, never go that through YouTube, and then also I can see the podcast listening. You see, it's all connected. So what I was seeing, listening, and I see them talking, and I see their pictures every day on YouTube, and I can see them listening. So that's how they connected. Say, okay, podcast. See, but when you say podcast, you don't straight away thinking it's how you go to teach your message through. So you just think it's podcast, but you don't know what you're going to talk about on that podcast. And you're learning some things which is already in your mind.
So you didn't think straight away that I can use this podcast to teach what I'm seeing with these guys.
No.
But you said, okay, podcast could be a good business for the social media marketing.
Yes, marketing.
But was it also like, the way I see Neville Goddard, I can also be seeing myself on there as well. Yes. But you didn't know that you were going to be teaching.
Teaching like that. Why? I didn't know I could be talking like them. I didn't know I'd be like see? Of course, I used to think I want to be like them. But when I do the podcast straight away, I never think that way. But now, what happened now, when you keep going now, when you keep talking now, and then I start sending like a Facebook thing there, when I look, I say, oh, I start to see myself become like them. You see, that is how mind remind you. Look, you become like Neville Goddard.
When you see stuff on
YouTube. You see you're taking message to people. You see you're telling something there. And you see, when you're starting this thing, it's just to tell people, to talk what you feel, to share. And some people listen to you. And they do. Some they respond, others they don't respond. But the message is going out there. And to change, that is not your job. Your job is just to speak. Your job is just to feel your experience. Because you see, also this is troubling. But when your mind tells you, keep saying that. Say, oh, you can't do that. See? And then, okay. But later your mind say, oh, you can do this way, something else. And you wake up, you record. You wake up, I have a message in my mind. Okay, let me share this message on social media. That always I keep saying, the person who have created this internet, YouTube, Google's, this social media, it's a game changer for the community. But you see, it has both good and evil. There is nothing which it doesn't have both. Everything in life, everybody's in mind, they have two things, good and evil.